Derek, how are you doing today?
I'm a little tired, bro, but I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm a little tired, but I'm good too.
The way you delivered that. I'm a little tired.
Um,
I'm having problems controlling the volume of my voice. Have you ever seen Austin Powers?
I have, but I haven't seen it in years. I haven't seen it since I was a little kid. I should watch it again because I'd probably understand more of the jokes.
Which we should watch is Lord of the Rings together.
Well, I need to get blitzed for Lord of the Rings.
That's what I'm saying, because I'm down to get blitzed with you too.
I couldn't do it sober. I just couldn't do it. Even the second one, I was like, wow, this is like way better than the first one, but
And
not
it's
good
still
enough.
really long too. It's like, wow, these are all fucking long as shit.
Well, fucking the first one is so long, but like barely anything happens.
Yeah, it's like they have a meeting. That was the most important part. But the very end was pretty important too. Like when they deleted some scenes that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah, well, it felt like something was missing.
Like the whole Boromir part. Boromir and his younger brother. Do you know who Boromir is?
No.
The guy who Sean Bean played. He's the one that wanted the ring for himself. He wanted it. And then at the end, he's like he confessed when he was killed. He's like, I tried to take the ring from him.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Boromir.
Yeah.
There was a reason for all that, but they cut out the scene.
Why?
Yeah, because it's already long as fuck.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. There's actually. You should look into that if you want.
I should look.
Because I don't want to give it away, you know.
Okay.
You know
well,
how
I'll
I am.
watch it.
I'll fuck it up.
What's interesting about movies is that like they're so long, and people don't want to watch long movies. Yet people will binge watch like 9 hours of shows.
Right. It's
It's confusing.
Now, like they don't have 2 hours. It's like, well, they end up watching like 3 or 4 episodes in a night, and these are like 45-hour-long episodes, 45-minute hour-long episodes.
Yeah.
And so it's like that's like 3 hours right there. You couldn't have just watched a movie.
Yeah,
or
I know.
a documentary.
But then, like another side to it is that 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours, honestly, isn't that long enough of a time to develop a really complicated and amazing story. 9 hours is.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, you get all these TV shows that are just fucking amazing and have incredible stories. Most of them have terrible endings for some reason. I don't know why.
Like Game of Thrones. That's just my opinion, apparently, because a lot of people did like it. How it ended.
A lot of people didn't like it, though.
And a lot of people didn't like it.
Well,
right.
like, they ran out of books, didn't they? Like halfway through it or something like that?
They didn't run out of material, though. It's just, I feel like they...
I've never seen it, for the record. But
I know.
I
feel like they could have added a couple more seasons.
You feel like that?
I feel like they could have had like at least 10 seasons.
I don't know.
There were only 8, and they because there were only 8, they squeezed all the fucking shit in the end together.
Yeah.
And it's like that's why they left out so many things that we thought we were like building up to. So, you know, there are gonna be other shows like they're gonna be like prequels to the show. They're gonna be like knockoffs to the show.
Uh-huh.
So, what are those called? When a show develops for another show. You know what the word I'm looking for is.
What?
Not
when a show develops for another show.
From another show. It's called
Spin-off?
Spin-off. Thank you very much. I knew you would know what
like
it is.
Better Call Saul?
Exactly.
Saul good, man. I fucking
Saul good, man.
I hate it when they mess with like origin names, but like like Solo was stupid. Where I love the movie, but there's a lot of things where I don't like about the movie. But with Solo, it's just like he's literally by himself, so they just go, "Oh, Solo." So
yeah, you're right. That's not his real name.
That's a retarded
ass. That is fucking stupid. I didn't like that either. It's like,
that was retarded. But with Saul Goodman,
yeah, it's like they actually, dude. It's because Vince Gilligan, the same writer from Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
he's the same writer for everything.
Yeah, but it was so well thought out. Saul Goodman.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I kind of like the ring to it. It's kind of like a Jewish name because it makes him look good like lawyer. And then the woman's like, huh, Saul Goodman. Maybe you should work on that more, kind of like you've seen the 3rd season, right?
Yeah, I have, but I'm a little foggy on what you're talking about.
Okay, so like it's like when his girlfriend or that woman like sees the commercial where he calls himself Saul Goodman, she's like, there could be more to this, and I was like, yes, they're gonna develop more. Like, dude, remember at the beginning of the first episode? Like, you see, it's in a black and white scene, and he's
yes,
working.
That's very fascinating. That's when he changes his identity.
Yeah.
After Breaking Bad.
After Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Which is so confusing. Why they're giving us a scene so far ahead
into the future. So like we still have to get there.
But there's so much that's gonna happen, and I'm so curious.
But
they're taking forever to make a season 4.
I was just gonna say that. Where's season 4 been? Like I've been looking for it too myself.
It's been a very long time. You're right.
Sir. How did you like the El Camino movie?
I really liked it.
I did too.
I really enjoyed it. It was just like it was kind of like a spin-off, but it was like
it was just like I think the fans kept asking what
yeah.
like they kept making up theories and like
It had an amazing feel to it. I loved the movie.
I liked it too.
It wasn't like it didn't have like a significant statement to make or like it wasn't about anything important. It was just like here's some more Breaking Bad.
Here's some closure. Here's some closure for Jesse.
Yeah.
Like, and also with the what's his name, that fat kid, like the kid that he ends up killing. It's like holy shit, they added more to him as being an asshole. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
The nephew of Jack or whatever. Jack's nephew.
Jack's nephew.
Okay, so at the end of the show, Breaking Bad, Jesse ends up choking that guy out because he shot his girlfriend.
Oh,
what's his name?
I can't remember. Yeah. The ginger.
Yeah, but you know who I'm talking about. And they made him a bigger asshole in the movie too. It's like holy shit.
No, they made him a psychopath.
They made him a psychopath.
But like they also did add hints of that throughout Breaking Bad because within Breaking Bad,
he's a sociopath, yeah.
Yeah, but like he was doing weird things. Like one of the women that they worked with, he like tried to like get her to date him, and like he was like hitting on her super weird, and that showed like part of his character.
I remember that part.
I remember that part.
I just remember like he killed that kid on the motorbike like nothing. Like
that was fucking just insane.
I know. It's like, dude, fuck, are you serious? And yeah, well, he's a sociopath. He doesn't give a shit. He only cares about money. That's fucked up.
I think he is a sociopath. He has to be. There's just something wrong with that guy's head.
He's a good actor.
Well, yeah, but the character is really just weird.
Yeah.
Just very, very.
And there's people out there like that. You know, they're just narrow-minded.
Yeah, that is. Isn't that crazy? That there are actual bad people out there.
There are actually sickos out there, and they think they're all right.
Are we going to World War III?
I mean, I feel like we're kind of like on the edge of that. Like at the very beginning of like we're in that doorway, man.
Yeah.
There's so much hate in the world and so much racism.
But you know, we're going to Iran right now. We're sending troops to Iran.
I heard about that.
We killed one of the ISIS leaders, which I thought Donald Trump said we defeated ISIS.
Right.
But I'm confused.
Dude,
I might be.
It's a huge terrorist organization. I'm pretty sure we didn't destroy them just yet with one or two people killed. You know.
Yeah.
We killed some main leaders of them, but.
Yeah, the troops are going to.
Iran
now.
That's right. I saw that.
And I just see a bunch of memes about World War III. Also, one of the bussers asked me. It was funny. She was like, "Are you getting drafted?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so." What?
Who asked you that?
I don't want to say names.
Okay.
But I think you guessed right.
I don't see.
Glasses, chubby.
Yeah,
Georgia. Yeah, we could just censor it, I guess. I don't know. I just don't want to say. I don't want to call people. I don't know. No one's gonna listen to this, but like.
Then don't worry about it.
I guess.
You're gonna listen to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it like 30 or 40 times. I listened to the last podcast 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Just to like think about it. Did you ever listen to it after that?
Once.
Once?
Well, I mean, I'm reading so much and watching.
No. I'm not judging you at all. I'm just like curious. So what did you think about it?
I liked it, bro.
You liked it?
I talk really fast.
You talk really fast?
I think I talk really fast, and sometimes I ramble, which.
Sometimes I talk about stupid stuff out of my ass. Or like I was listening to it and I was like disagreeing with like half of the things I was saying. I was like, what?
Like what? Were you high for that?
No, I wasn't.
I was sober too.
You offered me a dab after it. I was driving home. And I was like, no. I want to, but no.
I'm going to drive home. I was like, yeah, you're probably right, man. That's pretty good.
No, I ate Indian food that day.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was the first time I've ever eaten Indian
food. Mr. Tandoori's?
Yes.
I love that place.
I've only been there once. It was actually really good.
It's really good, man.
Like, it tasted like chile colorado. It was like very similar.
I get you. Yeah. The same kind of spices.
And they were all like, it's super spicy.
Ricardo likes it there.
And so, what, who?
Ricardo. He likes it there.
Which one?
Our buddy, Torres, our brother.
He likes it there?
He loves it there.
He never talks about it.
We gotta take him. We gotta go all together sometime.
We gotta get fucked up. Way more often than we usually do, to be honest with you.
We need to hang out more than we need to, because we kind of stopped talking in that little group chat we have.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I kind of hate that.
Well, like, also, I haven't been able to hang out with Ricardo. He keeps dodging me.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Like, he doesn't make friends with me anymore. He doesn't work out with me. And
he's either just... I wonder what he's doing. I'm very curious to know what he's doing.
He's probably saving his money.
That makes sense.
Cause...
No, but, okay, so something weird that happened was last night I went home, and I didn't want to go home yet. because of reasons. And so I was just kind of wandering around and driving around. And I ended up going to Ricardo's apartment because I'm like, maybe, hopefully, I can hang out with him. I sent him a text like a half hour before, but he never answered. And then I was sitting in there, went to Cardenales, came back, and then I went somewhere else, and then I came back, and I was just, I was there. The last time I was there, I swear this black car went behind me, and I turned around, and I was like, is that Ricardo? I didn't see his car anywhere here.
Black Honda.
What the fuck? And then, like, he was kind of looking at me, too. I don't know for sure, but it was really sketchy.
Is that Jordan?
It was really sketchy. Like, I feel weird being there, and then I'm sure, like, he felt weird about me being there, but, like, he wasn't answering my text. He didn't answer my text till, like, an hour later.
He's following you, that's why. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe, I don't know.
Cardenales, that's the one by Big R, right? Was there...
It's really good there.
Who was working there? Was there a chick that was like...
It was a cute girl, yeah.
Okay, then it probably wasn't Jasmine.
No, it was, well, I don't know, it was a lot of makeup. And she wasn't, like, the best looking girl, but, like...
Was she a little more on the chubby side?
No, she was, like, skinny, if not, like, a tiny bit of, like, stomach, but...
Maybe was she moreno, or was she, like, more on the white side?
Moreno.
That was probably Stacy, dude.
Stacy?
Jasmine, whatever. That was my ex-girlfriend. That was the girl I lived with for a couple of years.
Wait, Stacy?
Yeah. Stacy or Jasmine.
Show me a picture.
I don't think I have a picture of her, and she's not on Facebook. Well, hold on. Is she on fucking Facebook?
I need to see a picture right now.
If I have one.
I'm so curious.
Hold on.
Man, I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
Hey, dude, I put myself in that situation.
You thought you
I thought I had a kid with her.
Holy shit. What's that like, man?
So, it probably wasn't a genuine feeling because he didn't turn out not to be my kid. They say that you really feel a connection with your kids, and I thought I did, but I guess it was it was false.
Oh, come on. My mom's all worried, but it's like 10.
30.
Oh, I understand why she's worried. Well, I just told her where I am. I don't understand. It's only 10:30. It's not even that late. But whatever. It's fine. Someone in the attic. But you don't have...
There's no upstairs or downstairs.
Yeah. It's just a window.
That's her. And yeah, she does have a lot of makeup.
Yeah, that was her.
That was her? Yeah, that's my ex-girlfriend.
Bro, she's hot. No wonder you were in that situation.
I mean, she's pretty, I guess. But, like, she has an ugly personality. And she is not compatible. She's got a lot of issues she got to work through.
What were her interests?
Her what?
Interests.
Her interest?
Yeah.
She would like to smoke weed. She listens to fucking gay ass mumble rap. Yeah, dude. She said that she liked to work out, but I would never see that side of her. I think she just said what I wanted to hear.
Interesting.
Yeah. She would only work out when I worked out, but she wouldn't do it on her own. Which, dude, if you don't do it on your own, then you don't work out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, no, honest, she was into the Breaking Bad. She was into Game of Thrones heavy. So I guess she kind of like shadowed onto my interests.
Interesting.
Like so.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Have you ever cheated?
I have, yeah.
Tell me about it.
I don't think I want to.
Really?
Nah.
Okay, I'll tell you how I cheated first, and then.
You have cheated?
Yeah, I've cheated. So, but not really. So I was like 14.
Hey, if you were flirting with a different girl while you had another girl,
I did way more, but.
Then yeah, that's cheating.
But like, okay, so I was 14, and I was like boyfriend and girlfriend with this one girl in Mexico. We were like boyfriend and girlfriend for like 1.5 weeks. And she went out of town, and for whatever reason, and then we had a quinceañera, my friend's quinceañera, and I was a chambelán.
Nice.
And so there was a dama, and she and I were just, we just hit it off, man. Not even like it was only that day too, because before that the only interaction we ever had was we were walking, like, so we had to do this dance, right? And she like pretended to almost hit my brother just to like be funny, and then so I pretended to almost hit her, and she got really scared. That was the only interaction we had. And so then like comes the day of the quinceañera, my supposed girlfriend is out of town, And then this other girl,
supposed girlfriend.
I guess that's what you call it, dude. It was like a 2 week thing, like fucking.
It was a fling.
It was a
Because
it
you
was a
were
for
only
sure
visiting.
fling.
And
Yeah, for a whole month. That was it.
Yeah, you knew it wasn't gonna last.
I didn't know that actually. I don't know. I wasn't. I was very like. I was 14. I was only thinking about what was happening then and there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. You don't think about the future when you're a kid.
No.
When you're a teenager.
But
Young.
well, you can't. You don't have the capacity to.
No,
And
you don't have to think of that kind
yeah,
of shit.
yeah, that's good. For the most part, you don't have to think about it. It depends on what kind
Just
of
gotta finish school.
girl
That's
you're
all you
getting.
gotta focus on.
That's
Enjoy
true.
your summer vacations and finish school. Anyways.
And just work hard and develop skills and have experiences. And
I like the way your mind goes, man.
I don't know, but
Develop skills.
just everything that I did, just don't do that.
Well, I mean, you don't have to give me the advice. I'm already ahead of you, bro.
Yeah, you're already fucked.
I've cheated, but go on.
Well, okay, so with this girl, yeah, so the quinceañera comes by, and I'm just talking to this girl, and we just start flirting. It just kind of happens, and then I barely think about it. And at one point, I wanted her to date my friend, like who I barely knew, but like I was we were all talking kind of like a triangle, and I like tried to push them together to make them kiss because I thought it would be funny. I don't know, and they didn't want to, and like so that's what kind of environment it was. But it just kind of escalated, and we kept flirting more and more and more, and then we started to dance, and then we were like having this dance, and we were like all the chambelanes, like everyone involved with the quinceañera, like all the kids, all the 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds. We were dancing in the middle. It was just our moment, man.
It's your moment, bro.
And then I think, I haven't thought about this in a very long time, but I actually think that everyone started to chant kiss because they saw us flirting with each other, and so they're like beso, beso, beso,
and that's how
and so I just
families do it, bro.
And so I just kissed her, and it was fucking awesome. And then
good. I thought you were saying it was fucking awkward, but
oh no, it was fucking awesome. And then I'm so stupid that she and we were just taking selfies together like for like hours after that.
So there were cell phones at this point.
Okay. Yeah, we were just talking with each other. I didn't have a cell phone until I was like
6 years ago.
I didn't have a cell phone.
Oh yeah, there were smartphones at that point.
I was 15 or 16. I can't remember. I think I was 16. Yeah, I was 16 when I got my cell phone.
Because when I was 14, there was just flip phones.
Yeah, that's funny.
And brick phones.
Yeah, well, I couldn't. It was torture because I couldn't use a cell phone. Like I didn't have one, and everyone would just use cell phones around me, and it was honestly torture.
Yeah, I bet. Until you finally got yours.
Yeah, but anyways,
selfies.
So I'm making out with this girl, and we take a bunch of selfies, and we call it a night, and then we just were boyfriend and girlfriend after that. We never even made it official, and she was very okay with me cheating on my girlfriend too, which was so interesting. And I thought she was cheating on her boyfriend because she said something about that, like about him being there, or I don't know. And then even like also some guy was saying some nasty stuff to her through text, and she was mad at me for not defending her, but like I barely knew her, and I didn't know what the guy was saying either. I didn't understand it. So I was just chilling.
You just caught in
a
rock and a hard place.
Yeah, so I didn't have to do anything about that, which was nice. But like I hang out with her maybe a time or two, and then the girl comes back. My girlfriend comes back, and we're like at the cancha, where the soccer court.
Yeah, I know what the canchas are.
Yeah, and then
all the soccer fields.
I have to break up with this girl now. My cousins are like, you gotta break up with her now because you have another girl.
I'm surprised they were like telling you to break up with
her. Yeah, they
were
some of them were actually really upset with me for doing it. My brother was very upset with me.
That you broke up with her?
No, that I cheated. He was like just saying I was a piece of shit, basically.
Oh shit.
But he was right. But whatever.
Dude, you were just a kid, man. There's really nothing real at that point.
I guess. And you're right about that. I still hurt a girl, but
I get that.
The impact wasn't that big. But anyways,
I remember being in 8th grade, and I cheated on this girl that I liked her, and I got to hang out with her and date her, and then I cheated on her.
You cheated?
Because I used to go to the roller rink like every Saturday when I was in middle school.
Really? That sounds like a fun ass time.
That was a club for us back then.
Dude, that sounds like a fun fucking time.
It was, because like you met girls from different schools, and it was a good time.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
So yeah. I met this other girl. I was dating a girl named Michelle, and I liked her, and she was pretty, and I was like, yes, I finally got a girlfriend. And then I go to the skating rink. She couldn't go. I was with my friend. And then one of my friend's girlfriend's friend was there, Lauren. And I started talking to her, and I ended up liking her. And I ended up making out with her that day.
Nice.
And I guess people caught that on camera or something.
Oh, shit.
And she saw it. Michelle saw that. I was like,
Oh,
fuck.
shit. That sucks.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
All right.
She's moved on. I've moved on. We forgot about each other.
Uh-huh.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. And then that was the only time I've cheated. I just didn't know how to say no to a girl, bro. Like, it just kind of happened. And I was like, I didn't know how to say no.
I mean, but
it taught me how to say no. Like, it taught me
Right.
what to see when I.
Yes, the damage that you do when you do that.
Also, like that, but like also, like it just kind of like showed me that like how easy it is to just say no. Like,
Right.
because
It's so easy to fall into temptation, but what's easy to do is also easy not to do.
that's true. That usually is true, yeah.
So, what I was talking about is I cheated on Stacy,
Mm-hmm.
and like, there was a point where I just hated going home.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
work was the best part of my day.
God damn.
That's a shitty life.
Yeah, it is.
And so, I guess this girl Liliana found out about my shitty life, and she's like, "You want to come over for a little bit? You want to smoke a little weed and forget about everything?" I really fucking do, and I just went, and I thought at first I was just gonna be innocent, but then I realized, nah, she's giving me the flirty eye, and I'm liking it. And, yeah. I came home. Yeah, no, I came home smelling like her.
Oh shit.
And she found out. She figured it out. I smell like weed, and I smell like perfume.
Yeah.
So, and she saw a little lipstick right here.
Ah.
So, yeah, but it's like, I didn't care. I didn't care at that point anymore.
What happened? Like,
how did it end?
or not that? Like, what did she do? Like, well, what was that when she found out you cheated on her?
She pushed me around and slapped me.
Oh, that sucks.
She was violent.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, no, that's one of the reasons I didn't want to be with her anymore. And because like so before me, she was with this other guy named Blaze. What a weird name. But yeah, and I mean that's who she had a daughter with. Like they have a kid together. Avoid dating a girl with a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because if she's not over with her baby daddy drama, then it's gonna involve you too. It's gonna affect you too.
Oh, that sucks.
It really does.
I didn't even think about that. I just thought about like her having a kid and having to deal with that. I didn't even think about her baby daddy.
Oh, dude, yeah, he's gonna be a bigger issue than the kid. Like, I love her kid. I love her daughter, and I love her son too. I thought he was mine, but yeah, dude, he was scared of me. I don't know why. He was bigger than me, but I guess he was just intimidated because he didn't know how to be a man because his dad wasn't around, and so. Yeah, I guess she would get up in his face. She got up into my face all the time and like threatened me and like, what the fuck are you gonna do? She got gangstered. And I bet she did that with him a lot. He would just beat the fuck out of her.
Oh shit.
And I can see like I would be like, I see why he beat the crap out of you all the time. I'm never gonna touch you, but like I can see why he would fuck you up. Cause she would get in your face, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so I was like, what I would do instead of beat her up is I would try and leave. But she wouldn't let me leave the house. I would like want to go on walks or like take a drive or go to my parents' house and cool off. She would not let you leave. I would go to the door and she would fucking tackle me or she'd get in the way and then and it got to the point where I just started running to the front door. She would run and then I switched back and run to the back door and left. I was like, fuck this, I'm leaving. And she would just come outside and start yelling at me and waking up the neighbors. It was bad. It was ugly. And then one day I just had enough.
That's insane.
Yeah, and that night that I finally had enough, the cops were called on us.
Oh crap.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, dude. It was. I never wanted to be in a situation like that, and that's exactly how I was living with her. It's like, dude, yeah, avoid ghetto girls, avoid gangster chicks, whatever.
Man, you know, well, that girl that I cheated on, she ended up getting pregnant like 2 years later.
So if she was 16.
She was kind of ghetto, yeah.
She was kind of ghetto.
Yeah,
hey,
her dad was a narco, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
So definitely gangster.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'm just entertained by hearing you talk. I just want to hear you talk now all this.
So that was a fucking story. And I'm such a little bitch. It's like there's so many pretty girls in the world, and the way like MTV and BET and like other shit has brainwashed my mind. All these shows and porn. It's like, dude,
Porn's the best.
porn is the best, dude. And I see these dudes fucking all these chicks, and I was like, I want that. And it's like that's so bad, but it feels so good.
Well, I think that it's okay if you make it okay. So like, if you're like, honest with all the girls that you're with, like, yeah, this is just fucking around.
And I have been. I've decided to.
But if you're not, then that's bad. Then that's what's bad.
Because then you're leading them on, and that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And that makes them not trust guys anymore.
That's really.
And that's exactly why all these fuckboys are fucking over relationships and making it hard for girls to trust men.
Yeah. They'll come around though. The girls, not the guys. The guys are shit.
The guys are shit, but like, how
I
will
have
they
to
come around?
I'm gonna just apologize to all women. We are shit.
We're
I'm
shit,
so
man.
sorry.
We have to apologize
Please.
to all men because men are dogs.
Please keep giving us the vagina. The vagina is the greatest thing in the world,
It's
though.
the greatest invention ever. It's amazing. The vagina's fucking amazing.
Dude, how is the vagina so fucking awesome?
Dude, it's like
I don't understand.
It's like, oh my god, like not just the vagina, but the ovaries, like everything.
Like the way it feels and like.
so warm.
Oh god, it's so wet and warm. It's so lovely.
Like the inside of your mouth,
vaginas
man.
are awesome.
It's the same material that's inside your mouth.
Yes, it is. That's why blowjobs are popular, I think.
They're great.
Also, the suction is really cool.
Yes, it is. The suction and the blowing.
You know, who the fuck masturbates with vacuums? I hear so many jokes about people masturbating with vacuums.
I don't know why. It's too powerful and it's dry. Like,
Why? Yeah. Why
no,
would that?
thank you.
That wouldn't even feel good.
No.
How would your dick? My dick wouldn't fit in the hole. A lot of the holes.
Mine either. I feel like you have a pretty good sized dick, bro. I see your hands and it's like, dude.
I have a fair dick. I don't have a giant dick. I remember these girls asked me my penis size in high school, and I like told them, but like.
Why would you tell them? You have to show them now. It's like if they want to know, I can't describe it. I just have to show you.
No.
No.
Well, I told them, and they were shocked. They're like, "What? We thought you were way bigger." And I was like, "What?"
You know what's funny?
What?
Stacy, when she first saw my dick, she was like, "Oh my god!" Like, okay, I don't mean to brag, but like I get pretty positive, feedback about
Man,
it.
I want to see your dick.
You're hilarious, bro. And so, like, Stacy was surprised when she saw. Like, "Oh my god!" Because I guess Blaze is a bigger guy than me, and I guess she's like, "How do you have such a big dick when you're such a little guy?" I was like, "Yes." And then I guess she told her friends Stephanie and Myra, who also worked with us at the time.
Myra, the one that I knew.
Yeah, Arroyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was fine too.
Whew.
She was so fine.
Whew.
I would have banged her instead. I would have wanted to at least, but I guess she's.
I feel like she was crazy too.
Yeah, she was kind of slutty now. Now that I hear about her, I hear some pretty slutty stories.
I've heard some crazy stuff from her.
She's pregnant, or I guess she had a kid now.
Wow.
Which, I mean, good for her. It kind of took her a while, like compared to all these other girls. But anyways, I guess when she told them that, she's like, "What? That little guy has a big dick." He's like, "That little guy? I'm not that little. I'm big but I'm small at the same time."
That's funny. Oh, you have coasters here.
I have a bunch. Yeah, dude. Remember I told you I'm collecting them,
Yeah.
so I can create like a mural.
You have a lot of them. Okay.
Hell
Okay.
yeah. All
I
kinds
like
of
that
stuff.
one. That one. That's a cool design. That was a cool design.
IPA. Yeah, I got a lot of these in Washington. Like that's the Washington one. That's Washington Cougars.
Ooh.
I think this is also in Washington. This
Angry
is
Orchard.
definitely Washington Angry Orchard.
It kind of blows that I'm only drinking water right now, to be honest with you.
IPA, that's definitely Pabst IPA. That's definitely from Washington. This one I got from Cat's Poorhouse. This is
I
Colorado.
was there. I was out of my mind.
You were hilarious that night.
Holy shit! I
This
didn't
was during Christmas
expect to
last year.
get that
This
high.
was also in Spokane. Yes, son.
Yeah.
So, and then I remember this one girl. Her name was Diana. I ended up fucking her for a little while. I actually cheated on Stacey with Diana too. Holy shit! I cheated on Stacey a couple times. Anyways, I forgot about it. But yeah, dude, she invited me over. She was older than me too. and she invited me over, and like she put her hand down my pants, and she like, whoa, even when you're small, you're big. I was like, what?
That's gross. Penises are gross, dude.
They're weird, but I like how you ever listen to Matt Bronner?
Matt Bronner.
He's a comedian.
A little bit.
He's hilarious, dude. Cause like, he was talking about bachelor parties and bachelorette parties.
Yeah.
And how like at bachelor parties we never have vagina shaped straws or vagina shaped anything, and it's because the vagina is mysterious. It's not. I mean, vaginas are, they're mystical. They're you know, they're above us.
Uh-huh.
Dicks are hilarious. Dicks are funny, and that's why girls have like penis-shaped straws and penis-shaped everything, ice cubes at their bachelorette parties. Dicks are funny.
Dicks are hilarious.
Dicks are funny.
That's why we draw them everywhere.
One time I was finishing with this big, veiny, triumphant bastard. That's from Superbad.
I remember that.
The part, yeah, dude. How can you forget the part where he had an obsession about drawing dicks? About 8%.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't remember him describing it. I don't remember that like specific line.
Because remember, I guess, what was the girl's name? Jenna?
I don't know.
The girl that Michael Cera wanted to fuck?
I don't remember her name.
Anyway, she's like, yeah, because he was like, fuck Jenna, she's a bitch or whatever. Like, man, I'm sick of you always talking like that about her. Why do you... you get to tell the story about how you always do dicks.
That's a fucking
then...
hilarious movie, but a hilarious story within
It
the
really
movie.
fucking is, dude. Like, all the little side jokes they put in it, it's fucking hilarious. And, like, he was telling him, like, one day I was finishing this big, veiny, triumphant bastard. And I guess Jenna saw it and she freaked out.
Characters. I want to know her name. Because it's not Jenna. It's something else. Fogel, Officer Slater, Scarlett Brighton, Evan's mom, Maruki, James, Officer Michaels. Becca! Yeah, it was
Close.
Becca. Becca's a hot name, to be honest with you.
Rebecca? Yeah.
No, not Rebecca. Becca.
Becca? I mean, that's weird. I just thought names was names.
I don't like the word. I don't like the name Rebecca.
You're mean.
Like, I like Rebecca as a person. She's chill as fuck, bro.
She's super chill.
I really like Rebecca. She's a cool person.
She is.
I don't like her name.
I hate the name Carl.
Carl? Yeah, fuck
Like, just
Carl.
call him Charlie. Like, Charles.
Is Carl short for Charles?
I thought it was, but it's like, no, it's its own name.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, Chuck is short for Charlie. Or Charles.
Oh, I'm tired.
Yeah, dude, it was a long day for me, too. It's already 11? It's almost 11.
Yeah. Reminds me. That's why I'm tired. I think from last night. I tried shrooms for the first time last night, and I intend on trying shrooms for the 8th time tomorrow. Because it's fucking awesome.
For the 8th time.
That's a little dumb joke I thought of today.
I need to invite some people over that have bud. I need to get high again. I haven't gotten high for days.
Well, how long has it been since you got high?
About a good couple of weeks now.
A couple weeks?
Yep.
Sounds fair. Not since New Year's for me.
And then before that for me, man.
I watched Limitless. That's a fucking amazing
That's a good fucking movie, dude. Okay, so I was gonna say earlier about movies and shows how like a lot of movies like how
yes, like but every now and then some of those movies develop fucking cool stories within such a short time frame.
So there's a show called Limitless.
There's a show called
Limitless?
Limitless?
Off the movie because you'll see the main character from the movie make an appearance on the show.
Ooh.
And it's like, yeah, dude, it's like the same story, but it follows a different character. Ooh. So, yeah, and I'm just saying, like, they're starting to make more shows out of movies, like Lethal Weapon. Shit, why can't I think of more?
Is that necessary?
That's what I'm thinking. It's like maybe there's more to it than just a 2-hour movie or a bunch of sequels. So, yeah, I've noticed they make a lot of movies based off shows. Like Shooter, they made a movie based off Shooter, and I didn't even think that was a big deal.
What was Shooter? Shooter was where they killed the president?
Maybe I can't
Mark
remember.
Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg was like a sniper. And I guess his best friend gets killed, and he ends up finding his friend's wife and helps her out. And I guess they made a show out of that.
That was a very low-key movie.
It was. I forgot a lot about it.
That was not a huge movie.
It wasn't a big deal. Why would they make a show about it?
That's actually very... What was the show called?
It's called Shooter. It's called Shooter. So yeah, all these shows that are having the same name as these movies, like Limitless, The Shooter, and Lethal Weapon.
Mm.
Yeah, I've noticed that's like because you were saying like you can make a really good story out of 9 hours. Like
Yeah, but like, it just takes time, man, and that's why books just tend to be better than movies, because they like
it's all the detailing you need.
there's a lot of time into books, and like it takes a long time to develop the story throughout the book.
Yes.
And so the book, there's like enough to make a good story. Whereas in movies, a lot of times it's just rushed. That's the main problem with movies. Yeah. It's just rushed. It's just not enough time.
That's why I need 9 chapters like Star Wars. Yeah. There were always 9 chapters, and that's what people don't realize. Like they think that because Disney got a hold of the rights, that they started creating more stories. No, dude. Chapters 7, 8, and 9 were always part of the story. They were always part of Lucas's. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. The thing is,
I've heard a lot different. I've heard that there was actually no plan or no story for the last three movies.
I mean, maybe that they meant that like maybe Lucas ran out of money to make those movies, or he just didn't feel like it, and then he just finally sold the rights, and so Disney decided to finish out the story. There were always gonna be 9 movies.
Really?
There were always 9 chapters. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
And there were always different side stories that he created. That's why like Knights of the Old Republic, like games like those exist, and it's they mention like a certain timeline, so it's like it happens like 1,000 years before the Luke Skywalker story. Huh? Because I remember like during the Luke Skywalker saga, they were talking about how the Jedi are extinct. So there was a time where the Jedi were glorious, like where they had their moment, they had their
Oh, that's cool.
They ruled the universe.
That's really cool.
Or they policed the universe. So like, and there was 1,000 years before that. So yeah, there were always 9 chapters. And there were always side stories that Lucas created, just like George R.R. Martin. Like there's more to. Thank you, sir. Hell yeah, I'm gonna charge it. I have to charge it for that.
Yeah, you can charge it.
I can't let me open this drawer in front of you. Look at all these fucking condoms I got, bro.
That's a lot of condoms. You have a lot. Wait, what size are they? Why are they gold? Are they giant?
Magnum.
Can I? I want to see how big a man Magnum condom gets. Wait, what's that purple thing?
Oh shit, it's a blindfold.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude, I get pretty freaky. Not that you need to know that shit, but yeah.
I didn't know you had a blindfold. That's really cool. Okay.
I have handcuffs too.
You have handcuffs?
Yeah.
Someone breaks in, they're fucked.
God damn, I gotta finish that movie. I'm curious as to what happens.
Finish that fucking movie. That movie is so good.
Is it? Oh my god. I'm at the part, okay, like, he just got in trouble. Like, they caught him on the camera during that fight. Yeah.
Oh, that's where you're at?
Yeah, it's kind of the middle. There's some more good shit to come, isn't there?
Oh god, you're just the beginning.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Dude, there's so much more.
He just escaped he got out of his hotel room because he know that he's being, like, tailed.
Yeah.
So he kicked up that cage.
Yeah, it's a very interesting way how they tell the story. They tell it like back and forth.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Because like at first he's like this, what is he, a stockbroker? Or he's like...
Yeah, Shot Caller. That's what we're talking about. It's a fucking amazing movie.
It's a great fucking movie. No one's going to listen to this besides you and I. Right?
I mean, my girlfriend...
some parts if you do.
My girlfriend's going to listen to it.
That's fine. I don't care if she knows about my shitty history, honestly. Because she's cool. I think she understands.
Whoever stumbles onto this... I have like 8 subscribers, so whoever... still cares.
Wait, on YouTube?
Yeah. That's where this is gonna go.
Okay. Alright, gotcha.
I'll cut out the incriminating stuff and then not worry about the rest.
But yeah, your Shot Caller's fucking it's a good movie. I'm liking it.
Do you know what Shot Caller means?
Just the head honcho?
Basically, yeah. In prison.
Yeah,
you're a shot caller, yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean there's only so much you can do.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
But no, they're talking about, what's his name? The Beast? They talk about the Beast, how he's, he runs California even from, the hole, which is jail.
Yeah.
And I guess he's like in solitary confinement or some shit. He's in some deep ass shit, but he's still the shot caller. And at first I thought it was, it was about the main character. Who, like, at first he's a stockbroker. Nicholas Castro.
Isn't it mind-blowing how he looks in the beginning and then how he looks towards the end?
Yeah, dude, he's gangster as fuck, dude. And at first he looks like a stockbroker. He looks like just,
It's an insane story.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
It's like prison really changes a motherfucker.
Could you imagine killing your friend too?
Did you just give away the movie?
Well, that's the beginning. Not really.
Oh,
That's in the trailer of the
in an
movie.
accident.
Yeah, that's in the trailer of the movie. Killing your friend.
Yeah, yeah, it was an accident, manslaughter, but
That's
he's still
heavy, man.
and they still give you the charges like you meant, like you took someone's life away, dude. And yeah.
Well, the family of that guy and like his wife were really pissed off at him. They weren't giving him any mercy.
Yeah, I guess they. Yeah, I know that they're trying to sue them now.
Yeah.
So I'm at that point. So, yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, you took away someone's dad and husband. You know, so it's fucked up.
That's crazy.
Nicholas Castor-Waldau. He's in Game of Thrones.
What's interesting is that I watched the ending of that movie like a year ago or so. I just watched the ending. Just fuck it. Let's just see the ending because I didn't know what movie it was, and I just only heard about it, and like so I just watched the ending and I was like, what the fuck? This is insane.
Oh man.
And then
I gotta see the whole thing.
And then like a few weeks ago I watched the whole thing and I was like, whoa. Like it didn't matter that I saw the ending first.
It was just a good fucking movie.
It didn't matter, yeah. Like how the movie ends doesn't matter because like the whole story is still so good.
So intriguing.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing.
I love that movie so much.
Damn, I'm glad you like told me about it because like I love shit like that. Good stories and like, dude, prison movies are fucking insane. For one, have you seen American History X yet?
No.
That's a gnarly fucking movie.
Have you seen The Longest Yard?
Yeah, that's a good fucking movie.
Bro, Chris Rock dies. I cried. Just kidding.
No, it's not Chris Rock that dies, but someone dies.
That was a good movie.
It was. I love that movie.
That was an awesome movie. But wasn't there like that was a remake? Did you know that?
It was, yeah. And Burt Reynolds was in both of them. Burt Reynolds was the main character in the first one, and then he was the old coach in the second one.
I need to see the original. Which one's better?
I have not seen the entirety of the original one, but I would say the new one's better.
Really?
Yeah, because it's modernized.
It's actually rare. That's actually a rare thing.
I know. But I'm sure the old one's still pretty good.
Did you know they're making a new Top Gun?
Like a sequel or like a remake?
No, it's a sequel.
Oh, I bet it is, because fucking Tom Cruise is like old as fuck, but he doesn't want to stop being in action movies.
Yeah.
Which he needs to stop.
I don't think he needs to stop. I just think he needs to be in good movies.
Yeah, change his yeah.
Have you seen Jack Reacher?
Yeah, he tried really hard to show you the buff motherfucker in the movie.
That was so funny, and he's
so
not
cheesy.
at all.
No.
He was just like.
Yeah, he's just flexing the shit out of himself.
That was so funny.
We can see you trying. You shouldn't have to try.
That was such a weird scene.
It was.
But then the first one was good though. The second one was terrible.
I didn't see the second one, but the first one was pretty good. It was a good story.
The second one
Good
was
story.
really, really bad. It's really stupid.
Do you think he's gonna keep making Mission Impossible movies? He needs to stop with that too.
Aren't they making another one right now?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think they're making another one right now.
Because he just can't stop being in that.
Or wait, or did they already make it?
Fallout one?
Yeah.
You opened it. There's one condom down.
Do you know how many condoms that I've opened? Oh god, it's so lubed. It's all lubed on. I'm opening up a Magnum condom because I'm so curious to see how big it is.
Trojan Magnum.
Oh god, it's so wide.
Yeah, I need that. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but...
I only see 2 Magnum condoms in there.
Oh, are you serious? These are all Magnum condoms, bro.
Shit, you need a Magnum condom? Holy shit, you have a big dick. Dude, you have a way bigger dick than me.
Okay, we'll stop that argument then, because I always thought you had a good-sized cock, too. I just assumed. I've never seen it. Yeah, that's what I need right there.
Is there an inch counter here? Dude, they should put that on condoms.
Right? That'd be useful.
They should put
then you can give your girls the accurate number.
I always tell girls that I'm 2 inches shorter than I actually am to give them a nice surprise.
That's not a bad idea.
It's so durable.
But no, that's not. Those don't measure the inches. That's just what is it? It's
ribbed.
Ribbed. Yeah, ribbed for her pleasure.
Does the rib actually do anything?
I don't know. I'm not the one who feels it, but
I need to ask girls about that because
I should ask the girl that I'm.
Does it actually make it feel any better? I feel like it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's pretty sensitive down there, I'm sure. So many nerve endings for them. And us, too.
God, I wonder what it's like to have a vagina.
I've wondered that, too.
I would love to know.
Because it's like, I feel like sex is awesome for guys, but I feel like it's way better for women.
I think that sex can be better for women because it depends on how good the guy is.
Yes, absolutely.
So sex can be better for women, but it also might not be. It depends.
You know what I don't get?
What?
Why do people rape? Like, not... Why? How is that pleasurable, even for the guy? Like, dude, that is like fucking a vacuum, because it's dry.
You know, I actually didn't think about that it would be dry.
Well, they're not into it, so they're not wet. So it's like you're really shoving...
But would they get wet, like, forced to get wet? This is a horrible conversation.
It really fucking is, but I've wondered, like, why the fuck would they do it? I mean, all the immorality aside, all the fucked upness aside, how can it be pleasurable?
Yeah, and then, like, you're holding them down really hard.
Yeah, that is also not fun. Like, dude, don't you want to fuck somebody that wants to fuck you? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's fucked. We can change the conversation if you want, bro.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say about it.
I know.
I just don't think about it. Well, I've thought about it.
I love the face you make. Like, thought about it. Yeah, we all think about it. I
wonder if it's more just the thrill of controlling someone, I guess, or just taking it.
That's what makes them fucking monsters.
Yeah, it does make them fucking monsters.
Yeah, dude, fuck people like that.
But isn't that insane that, like, well, it also confuses me that is something that's actually fucked up. Because, like, in the animal kingdom, if a dog gets forced to do it, the dog wouldn't be bothered by it for life.
And humans don't see it as a big deal either. See, the dogs are...
Yeah, that's true. And, like, with other animals, but with us, for some reason, it is really a big offense.
We have a conscience. Or we're supposed to have a conscience. Some people are just fucking dumb and just animalistic.
I don't know.
Just like sociopath.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude. I never understood like how that cannot be pleasurable. But I guess some people are just so fucked up in their head that that's what pleasures them, and fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up. If you want to change the conversation, bro, I can see how it's making you feel uncomfortable.
Well, like it is, but like I'm very okay with talking about things that make me uncomfortable.
Okay.
I'm just thinking. I don't know, but anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about gay people. Now, that's the thing that I do in my stand-up. Whenever I want to switch to an offensive topic, I'm just enough about me. Let's talk about midgets. Enough about me. Let's talk about black people. It's funny.
Let's talk about black.
It
really
funny
is, dude.
Every time. Every time I say it, it's funny. I love it. Just insert offensive. Oh, did I tell you? So I went.
A group of people, yeah.
So a small funny story is like I went to an open mic at this brewery in Springs like the other Friday, and
I love how you touch this and now you're touching your face. Whatever.
Well, no one's dick was in it.
It's just lube, yeah.
But anyways.
Holy shit! It is really lubed up. It's like.
Yeah, it's very
lubed
like
up. Vagina in here. Feel that.
Dude, can I fuck your?
The condom wrapper.
Yeah.
Is your dick that small?
Nah.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Oh my god.
It's like a ramen.
Anyways, midgets. Or what were you talking about?
Yeah, so
brewery.
I was doing an open mic and I like got into material about about midgets, and then I like went into my black material. And then I was gonna go into this one joke that happened in Mexico. And so I was like, all right. So like I went to Mexico the other month, and then this one Mexican lady was like, hold up, be careful.
Oh, she got offended?
Yeah, she was just like, hold up.
Hold on, what are you going to talk about?
I was like, I'm Mexican. She was like, eh. And I'm like, yes, I am. You're racist.
Yes.
But anyways.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was just a small story that I have. But let's talk about gay people.
Let's talk about gay people, Moody.
So you think it's a choice, but not, and that's not like a harsh way to put what you think, because like,
I mean, you have to face reality.
You say what you think about it.
What I think about it, how I don't think you're born gay or straight. It's something you develop over time. Like, I feel like everyone's curious as to what they have going on down there, whether you have a dick or a pussy. Men in general are more hornier than women. Even like, I feel like even before you go through puberty, guys like boys, they get horny as fuck. They get horny as fuck.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, they do. And like even before they go through puberty, like they don't understand it. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but like I've noticed that like I would see CoverGirl commercials, and like I would see girls down the street like in Mexico. I would see girls getting in like showers, and like that would arouse me, and I feel like if, and I know I'm gonna say some fucked up shit. If you grow up with a normal childhood, and that means like with a mom and a dad, they both have their roles, they both teach you what they need to teach you, you'll grow up straight, and that usually is the case. I feel like if you're traumatized, or if you're forced or seduced into like that at a very early age, or if you know, like I said, traumatized by someone of the same sex, that's what starts it. And I feel like that's very true. My cousin was molested. Actually, two of my cousins were molested. One of them got heavy into drugs, and the other one ended up gay. So, and I feel like that is what triggers it, is what we develop, what we go through. Trauma has something to do with it a lot.
Interesting. Well, I don't entirely disagree, mainly because of the point where, like I've heard of serial killers. Like, I don't think Jeffrey Dahmer was one, but I knew
a serial killer.
Yeah, like I think Casey something. I can't remember what his name is.
There's John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
So he was abused and sexually abused.
Yeah.
And he ended up doing a bunch of gay stuff to guys later on.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives some credence to that idea.
Yeah, some kind of evidence.
And like I think I've heard of some other examples where that has happened. I don't think that you're right that that's what makes a person gay. Like the first point is like
it could also give you heavy drugs. Or, you know.
Well, that's true. But I also think that...
Or serial killer.
Like, there are things that you can grow up and develop with. Like, I don't have a foot fetish. This is a weird thing. This is so hard to talk about. Because I'm going to say something that sounds like bullshit. And I just said it. But, like, it sounds like bullshit. But I swear it's not. I don't have a foot fetish. But I like to look at feet. So it's very weird, and I don't know how it developed.
You don't fuck feet. You don't lick on feet.
I don't want to lick feet. I don't want to smell feet.
You think they're pretty though?
I think that they're cute.
Okay. See, there's nothing wrong with that. Girls' feet in particular.
Yes.
You don't look at guys' feet the same way.
I look at guys' feet. I look at your feet all the time, like right now. But not because I'm attracted to them in any sort of way. But I can't explain to you why. My brain is just drawn to looking at it.
We all have weird
I can't tell you why, but it's something that I think that I've just developed with. Yes. Where I just look at people's feet.
You just proved my point, bro.
Well, no.
You're not born that way. You developed it.
No, this is the part. It's a complicated idea, but like I think that there are a bunch of sexual things that like can develop throughout your life.
Yes.
Even in your 20s, I feel like you can develop a sexual fetish. Definitely. Or like just like throughout your life, like especially during your childhood, you can develop something. But my point is that being gay isn't that. I don't think that it is. An idea that I could bring up that could kind of go along with my idea that is like you're born gay, straight, or whatever, because like we're not the only species that has homosexuality.
Word.
Bats.
Dogs. I've seen
dogs.
Dog
That's true. Dog. Yeah, dogs.
I don't think they know what the fuck they're doing though. Yeah. I think they're just acting on instinct.
Maybe
they don't reason the way humans do.
There's a thing right there where they're just acting on instinct, where it's just in their brain that they were just wired that way to where they just want to do it.
And I'm sure they would fuck female ones just the same.
Bats have the highest rate of homosexuality. So do dolphins. Dolphins do it for like in prison where you rape. That prison. You rape for dominance.
Right. Okay.
And also pleasure. Don't get me wrong; they of course do it for pleasure, but they
Yeah.
mainly do it for. They also do it for dominance, and just because they're evil people. But um, dolphins do that too, the same way that men do it
In prison.
in prison.
That's
They
for
rape
dominance.
other men.
For
And like,
dominance.
yeah, that's what dolphins do.
That's
So like throughout species, there seem to be animals that it's just wired into their brain that they want to, or that they want certain things. And gays, being gay is like that. I think it's like that because when I was younger, no one ever told me that I liked girls. I just liked girls. And I like read on this one article where um like you don't like how do you find out if you're gay? Well, like you kind of just discover it. It's just within you already. And it's the same way like with like your girl crush. You didn't know that like you like girls. You just found out that you just, for some reason like girls.
Did you grow up seeing your dad being affectionate with your mom? Like he
Yeah,
would come home and
sure.
that was normal for you, huh?
Yeah, but also back to that point, there's like it's a complicated conversation, but
It
like
is.
to that point, where like growing up in a normal household, there are a lot of people who are um, disowned by their families, and
Oh
there's a
yeah,
lot of
ostracized.
families. There's a lot of families where they're just ostracized, like you said,
Mhm.
because they're gay, but they grew up in a normal home. Haven't you ever heard
I don't
like
think it's normal home. The dad is always a fucking asshole.
maybe,
Usually. And what was the uncle like? And it's
maybe
usually the uncle that fucks up a nephew or a niece or something like that. Which it's a bad look, but it's you hear a lot of it and it's like wow, damn. They put it in movies, they put it in shows like it's a funny thing. You ever watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
no.
A couple episodes, right? But there, yeah, dude. There's that weird uncle that wants to hang out with the nephew, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's because of trauma or seduction.
Yeah. Well, I don't have statistics in front of me to show me
Right.
that like how many gay people came out of normal households, but I sincerely don't think that you just because you have a normal household that makes you gay
Right.
or that makes you straight,
No, I know.
rather.
It's just like the example that I used. In most cases, I've noticed that's in my experience. I've noticed that the dad's an asshole. So and what I mean is like he would only be there to like yell or abuse the kid. Other than that, he was never around. I've noticed in most.
No. Well, I don't see that because I know like I know this one guy um like they're just friends of the family
Mhm.
of my family and like one of their sons is gay and that guy is a good dad.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. He loses his temper, I've noticed, but he's a good dad.
Right.
And that guy turned out, and his son turned out gay.
I mean, it's not always the parents, influence. Sometimes there's an outside influence, like I said, an uncle
That's true.
or a priest. You know, and
Isn't it shocking how many Catholic priests?
I feel like that's why they get into it, so they can get closer to kids for that reason. It's like they're not really men of God; they're disgusting.
Louis C.K. did a mockumentary about it, and he's like just trying to figure out because he's like I don't know anything about the Catholic Church, and then like this one priest just goes, the Catholic Church is solely the purpose of fucking children.
Wow, you said that, huh?
Yeah,
Holy
it's a
shit.
mockumentary. It's a whole comedy bit, but like it's so fucking funny. He's like, well, I thought that it was about God and whatnot, and that it just so happened to have a bunch of molesters in it. He's like, no, 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 it was the other way around. It just so happened that God was involved.
Oh my god.
It's such a funny bit. It's a very funny bit.
That is great. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
I mean, it's not something we're ever gonna figure out. I just noticed that, like, I feel like it's something you develop.
I don't think so.
So.
I think it is, but also it's not. Because like I think both cases are true. I think that it's something you can sort of develop,
Mhm.
but those are rare cases, very rare cases, and I think that for the most part, it's just something you're born with. That's what it seems like to me. Like I've met a lot of gay people. They're not faking it, and
No, I know, and it's
they
like
don't seem to want to choose it. Like it's not like
I've noticed that too. It's like they've been gay for as long as they can remember. I mean, they must have had some messed up memories that they wanted to block out.
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't know. Well, actually, Derek, I had a pretty good childhood, and I'm gay. So, what do you mean?
Recessive thoughts. Those exist. Blocked out memories.
Yeah, vaginas are awesome.
Vaginas are the best, dude.
Vaginas
They're so
are
mystical and magical.
so amazing.
Yeah, they really are. They really fucking are, dude.
Oh my god, vaginas are the best.
Especially snapback vaginas. Like vaginas that you fuck so much, but they still always close up. You know, those are nice.
What's that?
A snap, like, I mean, they don't get loose. Like there are some girls out there, and I feel like it's because maybe they work out or they take care of themselves, whatever.
I feel like you can actually make it tighter though. Like there's stuff that you can do.
Yeah.
To make it tighter. I don't know.
Exercising.
Exercising does it?
You're toning up the muscles, and you know, that's muscle down there. They can flex it. There's muscle there.
Ooh.
You know. Oh God, that just made me. Oh fuck. Never mind. That gave me a fucking awesome memory.
I don't know why I dropped it.
But anyways.
Yeah, we're past an hour, man. I think we should wrap this up.
All right. Any final thoughts?
This was fun. It wasn't good as the last one, but I don't know.
We still had a good conversation about movies and vaginas and gays. And,
yeah,
and rapists.
and self-incriminating information.
Self-incriminating, cheating.
It's a fun time.
Shit.
We got to do a podcast with Ricardo.
I'm down.
Dude, that would be... We got to get fucked up for it.
I'm down. We got to get fucked up while we're doing it.
Yes.
Yes, I'm down. Just not too fucked up.
Start it sober.
Because I hate hangovers. So I got to eat and drink water before that.
Yeah, eat and drink water, yeah. I don't have to do anything to avoid a hangover, which is really nice.
Gatorade. When you're in your 20s and you get a hangover, dude, all you got to do is drink some Gatorade.
Yeah.
Your Gatorade helps.
Well, I've only had one hangover, but that's because I drank an absurd amount. I literally drank a full bottle of liquor.
Okay, when I started with this, it was pretty full. It was like up to here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I drank this much with Hannah and Desiree in one night. Actually,
wait,
Desiree,
they drank some?
Hannah did. Actually, now that I think about it, Desiree didn't have any because she had her hard seltzer, her knockoff fucking White Claw.
Hard seltzer. That's a funny way of putting it.
That's what they call it, hard seltzer.
I'm gonna do a podcast with a comedian. Just a little bit of marketing here. I'm gonna do a podcast with a fellow comedian, local comedian, next week.
Hell yeah! Is it? What's his name?
Norman.
Oh, dude, he wants.
Norman Royal. He just texted me back. That's why I was reminded. He just said that he's going to be starting a job soon, but
that's going to come. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think it will be fun. I'm actually really excited for it. So yeah, that's just to come. Derek, thank you for taking the time and doing a podcast with me.
I always wanted to do a podcast with you, brother. This was fun.
It was fun.
Every Friday? Or,
no.
Or Sunday. We'll do one on Sundays.
I'm not committed. I'm not committed like that. No way.
What do you mean?
No, not every Sunday. We're not doing a podcast every
not
Sunday.
Every. I mean, like, next one will be on a Sunday.
Okay.
The
fine.
next one will be on a
I'll
Sunday.
schedule you for May Sunday the 3rd.
May Sunday the 3rd.
Wouldn't it be cool?
If that's an actual Sunday?
Well, May the 3rd is an actual holiday. Is that actual Sunday?
Is it
It's a Sunday!
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
Yes!
But it's not a holiday.
May the 4th is a Sunday. It's a holiday. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah.
Yes! So we have to do a podcast on May the 3rd.
I'm down. That'll be a podcast.
Because that's on a Sunday. I'm so fucking cool, bro.
That's so fucking cool. He said, look at this dumbass. This was on his 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 dumbass. This was on his